I want a bunny so bad, so bad. I also want a cat and a dog and a horse. And I'd take a chicken, so the fact that I want a bunny means nothing. Let's have a chat. So, Trusted Housesitters. It is a website that you can sign up for an account. There is a cost attached to that. I think it's like $120, but don't quote me on that. So I, as a person who wants to house sit, go in, I pay the fee, and I get to create a profile. So they have like a link that they send out to people to write you a reference, and then once you have your reference, you get a background check, and then you can apply for house sits. These and people post. They also have to sign up on the website and like go through the whole verification and authentication and reference and background check process. So hopefully you're not house sitting for a psycho murderer. Sorry, Mom. So then you can go in, you can search by like area or time frame and, you know, narrow down different house sits. Then you go, and they also have a profile. It usually has like pictures of their house, maybe pictures of their animals, a description of like what the house sit entails. There's a huge variety. So you get to go in, you kind of find what you like, you can apply for a house sit, and when you apply, there's a spot where you can like write the homeowner a little message, and then you have to wait. And then once you've applied, if they are interested, you message back and forth, you figure it out. Yeah, so that is how the overall website works. I never know what to call it. Like, it's not really like an organization, maybe a company website. We're just gonna stick with the website. I will link it in the description box down below so you guys can check it out if you'd like to. It's a little limited if you're not a member, but you can kind of see different house sits, see where they are really more than anything else. Now, let's talk about the pros and let's talk about the cons. I'm gonna start with the pros. I liked this house sit for so many reasons, but I'm gonna try to keep this short. And also, again, like, this experience is going to be very personal to me because the website is just like the middleman. So who you house sit for and where that's at could mean so many different things. For me, this has been great. I do really well with routine, and I need routine. And I think that if I had tried to take like a 5 to 6 week trip, which is what this is gonna be in the end, without like a daily routine for that whole time, I was gonna say I would lose my mind, but that's already happened. I would be crazier. I would be a crazier person. And because I have been here for so long, I had the opportunity to settle, like have this be a home base, kind of like spread out my stuff, and just know that because I had as much time as I did, that if I needed a day or two to just like be and rest and sit around in a bathrobe and eat chocolate frosting, that like that was fine. Like, I could be gentle with myself in that way and have that time for like my self-care that I needed, and know that like I still had time to go see castles and to explore without just like that pressure of like go, 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 go. The other thing that I really liked is I feel like again, I can't speak to other house sits, but just like being within a neighborhood or a community is a huge opportunity. You're not gonna know a place unless you know the people. And so being within the neighborhood, right? I know the neighbors. I love them. We'll definitely keep in touch, and so that connection I would not have probably had if I had, you know, stayed in an Airbnb or in a hotel or whatever. So you get to be in the neighborhood. You get a free place. Duh. The whole system is just you house sit, they give you a free place to stay, and like everybody's happy. So free place to stay, routine and like a home base, getting to be in a neighborhood and like know the community, like those are definitely huge pluses. Also, again, free place, but also I have a kitchen, which means that I haven't experienced as much of like the local cuisine because I've been making my own food, which is so much cheaper and probably better for me. So those are the big pros that I have seen with my experience. When it comes to cons, you do like have a responsibility. And in this case, I have a lot of responsibilities. So when I'm gone all day, right? Like when I go to Edinburgh for the day or St. Andrews, I get back on the train at like 10 o'clock at night and I get home and I have to feed the cats and feed the dog and check on the hens and check on the horses and all of those things still. And I definitely like do like have that in my mind a little bit when I'm out all day. It also means that at least during your house sit, right, I can't go to Edinburgh for the day and stay the night. And so again, you're limited because you're responsible for somebody's animals. The other, you know, downsides that I could see would be if like you had some kind of personal emergency or some reason that you needed to leave. You have a responsibility. Pretty much all of the cons come down to responsibility. Also, if you don't like animals, that's gonna slow you down, or at least you're not gonna enjoy it. Yeah, the only other thing I could think of would be that potential of like getting to the house and it's like not what you expected, or not, you know, you don't mesh well with the homeowner, any of those like intrapersonal things. So that is my experience. Again, I have loved it. I will most likely do it again in the future. Both the homeowner and I will get a chance to, you know, review each other when we're all done, which will be really cool. My advice is, it's something you are thinking about doing or interested in, it is like an investment, right? It's $120 to even have a profile and really get like into looking at potential house sits. So that is something to take into consideration. If you do decide to do it, my big tips would be, first of all, make your profile detailed, right? Like this person knows nothing about you and you want them to pick you to trust you with their home. You want them to pick you to trust you with their home. So my profile, I like went at it. Like there are pictures of me skiing and sewing and right, pretty much any like charming or like relatable act. Oh, look at, I'm hiking, like all kinds of things. I went really into detail in my descriptions about the kind of experience I had. So I would say, know that yes, it is an investment. Anya, God, I love her. Do you want to come home with me in my suitcase? Okay, we'll talk about it later. Detailed profile. Again, when you're messaging homeowners for the first time, like get in there, talk about their animals, refer to their animals by name, because a lot of times they'll list them in their profile too. So detailed messages, detailed profile, and once you do have a house sit, ask a ton of questions. That is a thing that I did not do. And so I knew, you know, I was just so excited. I was like, yeah, cool, 6 chickens, 6 horses. No, not 6 horses, 1 horse, 1 dog, 6 cats. Awesome. I'll just like make it work and I'll do it. But asking, you know, like how much, gosh, this dog, how much time every day is it, you know, is it going to take to do these things? You know, people have a lot of different standards for what caring for their pets looks like. And so don't assume that the standard that you would have with your dog or your cat or your horse or your chicken or your pig or your bunny. So yeah, don't assume that whatever your standard is for caring for your pet is somebody else's standard. Because, right, if you get there and like their dog has home cooked meals you know, every day, and that is not something that you're prepared for, like, throw off your groove. So yeah, I have loved my experience. I will definitely do it again. I would say at the very least, if it's something that piques your interest or sounds like it would work for you, I would totally just check out the website, take a look. And if you guys have any questions, thoughts, concerns, this has been really rambly, so if I said something that didn't make sense or you need clarification on, please leave me a comment, get on the Instagram, shoot me a message, Facebook, all of those things. I will be happy to answer your questions. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys again soon.